Hey everybody, sorry for my recent absences on here. I'm feeling pretty decent now, so it's a new month, great excuse to dive in deep, fresh start. I changed some stuff up around here. I got more room now and it's a little cleaner. Trying to get a CRT set up back there with the old game cube and stuff. Hopefully it works. I don't know. I've had some weird horizontal jittering before. I don't know if that's like a power issue or what, but I'm gonna figure that out. But you're not here for that. Let's start June off here, catching up. Looks like there's move stuff around. Skittles mead update. He said next month he's gonna be finally trying this, and now it's that time. But it wasn't when he uploaded these videos. But you know what? I bet he does a little taste test for this anyway, because he loves just trying things before they're done. So I guess we'll check these out. Start off my June with Skittles mead update. Wow, what a life. What a life I live here. I didn't even check these guys. I hope the sound is okay and everything on these. Oh my, it's so quiet.
It could foam up better. I'm a bit worried that I didn't add enough yeast to the mead the first time around.
Oh, is he going to add more now?
Time to ferment with a 48-hour yeast. I'm going to add some 1118 to my Skittles.
What?
Add some 1118.
Yes, 1118.
Skittles mead.
It looks like I'm balancing out the levels okay over here. I don't know. We'll see. Oh yeah, the tape, because the lid is broken and for some reason he thinks tape will
I did get my painter
create a sanitary and pressurized seal.
Tape unpacked, so I can always retape the crack in the lids.
He got his painter's tape unpacked. Incredible.
This Skittles mead and just have a sniff and see how it's doing.
How's that smelling?
Oh my goodness gracious.
It can't be good.
That smells like straight alcohol, dude. That smells good. Oh,
yeah, so does my sourdough starter, but
the Skittles are practically almost dissolved.
I gotta feed it, that's why.
Like Skittles alcohol, dude. Not gonna stunt.
Incredible.
So I was worried about it like fermenting into alcohol.
But it's doing it?
But it looks like I definitely added enough yeast to it.
But he's going to do more anyway?
It's about to die when it's completely done fermenting. So we're going to add an entire packet of 1118.
Now that's got to be adding some flavor.
Maybe you can spike the alcohol content a little bit.
Keep throwing yeast in there, right?
As that
I don't know.
Yeast dies, we'll give it some fresh yeast to nutrify it.
Sure, that's probably how that works.
But I'm not going to stunt with you, YouTube. As soon as I crack the lid and...
Do you think he's stunting with us?
Sniff, it definitely smells like some delicious homemade alcohol is being made. Give you a Skittles mead updates. Go ahead and stir that around.
That's definitely... Why does he never get to the bottom? Just go down. So annoying. It's so aggravating. The Skittles still have color at the bottom, bro. They're not dissolving. Get in there.
I originally wanted.
It's probably not even reaching those Skittles.
The 48-hour yeast will make it.
It's probably like a layer of dissolved Skittles between them.
8% in 2 weeks.
Why hasn't he ever hit the bottom?
So we
Why?
might slightly increase the percentage by adding that extra packet. But we just want to make sure that this Skittles mead...
Maybe you're not supposed to touch the bottom. Maybe he's smart.
It's doing its thing and it's getting what it needs. Like all the sugar and the honey at the bottom is definitely dissolving with the...
No, it's not. I can see it.
Skittles.
The Skittles are right there.
Homemade mead. What it needs.
This is not going to be good for his teeth.
Go ahead and stir it around. Oh, holy, I can smell that.
Good.
That makes me a happy cobra when I can smell the alcohol coming out of the jar.
I'm sure it does. I'm sure the smell of alcohol really gets you going.
because I'm going to be unboxing this or trying this mead next month. I'm going to try a lick real quick.
Surely today's the day, right?
Oh my God.
Okay, he did taste it.
Oh, I'm going to put this spoon back in the cupboard.
Well, how about you wash it first?
We're done mixing with it.
What the hell? Bro, it's a wooden spoon. It's porous. You gotta clean that sucker.
Experience in making homemade hooches. Okay, I'm gonna say that this is gonna be sweets.
This is the dankest yet.
I did pitch a little bit more yeast in there, which at this point I don't think was even necessary.
Wipe it up the counter with his shirt, get all that sugar into the shirt.
When I cracked open the jar to burp it and just give it a little bit of air, you could smell.
Bro, you don't need to burp it. There's a hole in the lid that you taped up.
Coming out of it. And yeah, I licked the spoon after mixing it around.
I remember you doing that just a few seconds ago.
I could taste the alcohol. I could taste the...
What is this thing on the wall? Oh my God, that's pretty sick.
Skittles. This is going to be a beautiful, beautiful mead, YouTube. And here's the thing.
Oh, he's into it.
I was getting a bit worried because when I pitched the original yeast, I was worried that I didn't have enough. But based off my research here, I definitely had enough, because as soon as I cracked open the jar, I could smell it. And like, you know, throwing a little bit more of that yeast in there. I think
we're stuck in a loop again.
So yeah, I'm just gonna grab some tape, craftily tape up the cracked lid here.
What is he doing? Okay, part two. Why does it start off so quiet?
I was trying to grab the camera and show you the fermentation on my Skittles mead.
And now he's got to upload a whole new video because he accidentally turned it off.
The stop button. It's all good though, you know what I'm saying?
We're going to get this guy set up with an Adobe Cloud subscription. He could start editing videos. Imagine.
Got that painter's tape. You know, the only reason I use tape on
the only reason you use tape?
Lid is because there is, unfortunately, I did slightly crack the lid.
Slightly? That's half the lid.
Making several batches. If you saw part one, I am definitely happy with the results of.
In case you didn't see part one,
here with this delicious Skittles mead,
bro.
Get this all
how hard is it to get another lid? You gonna tape it every time?
One sitting, but like I said, I accidentally hit the stop button while recording, and I apologize for that, but it's all good. I briefly, in part one, like you saw...
Or at least just, like, do plastic wrap over it in a rubber band or something. That's got to be even better, right? Like,
I was worried because of the foam wasn't foaming up like it normally did with the other batches that I've made. But when I was mixing it around, had a sniff test and a lick test, if you want to call it that. That's
gotta do a good lick test.
Into alcohol. Like I'm gonna have like Skittles flavor.
I am enraged at the completely whole and still with the colorful outer shell Skittles at the bottom that he's just not touching. He's like, yep, it's dissolving up nice. Hi, buddy. How you doing? Good. Why does the TV scare you? You think like the girl from The Ring's gonna pop up on it in the middle of the night when you're getting a glass of water like Cindy Lou? I know, I just put them there for now. You know, like Majin Buu?
With this recipe, and I'm liking the results that I'm getting. And since mixing it, you can see like the Skittles are all dissolving.
No, they're not. I see them.
What I'm saying? So here's a part 2 of the Skittles mead updates.
Thank you. How about we throw that Coors in there while we're at it for good measure?
Stick this back in my craft room.
Craft room?
I'll be right back.
How many rooms does this guy have? He's got a YouTube room. He's got a craft room. Is his bed in the corner of this room? Did he just, like, omit a bedroom to have a craft room and a YouTube room? Oh, we're just going to chill here. Man, look at this dining room setup he's got here with one tall candle. Oh, my God. This is romantic. With a window.
I'm getting from my Skittles mead.
Yep.
And believe me, I've done my research. I watch a lot of YouTube channels that make their own homemade wine.
Oh, name them.
Pretty straightforward. You add yeast, liquid, sugar, you get alcohol. However, you'll get better results with actual wine-making yeast. And in my experience, 1118 or turbo yeast, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know if I would... I like... I don't like that he's quoting his experience like he's an authority on this.
But take a look at that. In part 1,
It's a lot of whole Skittles in there.
It definitely smelled like alcohol.
I remember seeing that.
I stirred it and gave the spoon. Part 2, in part 1, I stirred it, gave the spoon a lick.
I know.
I was like, yeah, that's tasting like some alcohol, dude.
I remember you saying that.
So realistically, I did not need to add the extra packet of 1118 yeast.
Why did you?
But I was worried because normally when I add yeast to a batch of homemade wine...
Oh, he's sweating.
Like the foam gets crazy and, you know what I'm saying, goes this direction. But based off the results that I got, I'm not complaining. So sometimes it does what it's supposed to do and doesn't give you the reaction that you're used to, kind of thing.
Man, I remember like a couple of weeks ago saying that like he hasn't mentioned Jessica in a very long time. I think he still hasn't. Quite interesting now.
And it's just another fun way of, making wine. And this is the Skittles mead.
Yep,
that you saw me.
Does he think people are like coming in halfway through this and like, oh, what's he making?
Flexing on YouTube.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll get like the foam and the carbonation. It'll build up into your airlock. If that happens, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Like no one's gonna make the perfect batch of homemade alcohol, but
I don't know if I want to drink imperfect homemade alcohol.
To make a mead, a honey wine that just straight tastes like Skittles. And when I cracked it open in part 1, it smelled like alcohol, and after stirring it around, I could taste it. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. Just a little, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get excessive with it or start chugging it because it's not done fermenting.
What? He's like just a touch of botulism.
If anything, I'm just
I don't know how this works.
Progress of, oh yeah, look at that fermentation.
Guy's just soaking up bacteria.
I was worried because when I cracked it open in part 1, I was like, I didn't add a ton of turbo yeast, and I really didn't need to add.
He's totally got like some kind of like mouth infection from all this, right?
A whole lot, because it definitely it smells like alcohol, dude. So have I crafted?
All right, I think we got it. I think. What do we got here?
Skittles.
3 minutes.
Well, I'm working on it.
Please.
Well, the end of next month, it'll be ready to filter and try, of course.
The end of June? Oh my God.
So I ended up adding that pack of 1118.
He's taking his time on this one.
Trying to make it stronger.
Please, this is like
overthinking it and thinking, oh, I didn't add enough to ferment it. But
you said
based
this.
Off of part 1 and part 2, which I'm filming right now, is part 2.
What's he making here?
The results that I am looking for.
You sure you got enough yeast in that?
When I licked my mixing spoon, which probably isn't the most sanitary of things,
he just said it was fine.
Like Skittles alcohol. I'm not gonna. Oh yeah.
He's not gonna stunt. I would say.
Craving these updates.
Would you say you would stunt?
Stick this back in my fermenting space.
You want to see his fermenting space? It's this whole trailer. Imagine you start like walking upstairs. That would be pretty. I'd be like, wow. He's got a whole operation. There's a second floor to this trailer. It's just like got like these like counters along it that like are just like full of mead bottles.
Skittles mead was gonna turn out.
Please.
I got a little mad at myself when I accidentally hit the stop button, but I'm like, you know what? It's all good. Just give him a part 2, and it's more content for the fans.
You think he cursed himself out after he hit the stop button?
Based off of the results that I just got in the last 2 videos, I'm extremely happy with
I know
the way that Skittles mead is turning out.
I think we got it. Yup. I'm about to start skipping through here.
Cleans up.
Yup. Digress filter.
Everybody.
Oh, he's in the YouTube room now.
But there's the Skittles mead.
Yup.
Got it going and flowing, man.
Bet he can't
I'll
wait.
be anxious to try that.
Bet he won't wait.
I'm liking the results I'm getting.
I'm thinking. Oh, it's already over. I'm thinking. He tries this in about 2 days. I'll give him 3 days. I think in 3 days he'll be like, you know what? This is probably done. I'm gonna start sipping on this tubes. All right, and that seems to be all we've gotten him from the YouTube side of things in the past couple of days here. Wonder what he's been up to. Still at 100,000 subscribers. I'm thinking it's like what I said, like it's only going to show the 3 most significant digits here, so we won't know like the hundreds place anymore. But you know, once this says like 101K, I'd say it's pretty safe that he's got that 100K locked in. I wonder if he's going to be getting that silver play button soon. I know people said something like it's a little iffy, like if you got some current strikes and whatever, so maybe it'll be a little bit or something. Oh, also, I didn't mention this, but it seems like the people are saying like, oh, one of his strikes is probably ending around like May 15th, and then he'll start uploading again because he doesn't want to somehow get a third strike and then have the channel just be gone. There's nothing you can do about it. That was probably right, being that like right about there, halfway through May, he started uploading again. Right there. So it's all coming together, I guess. All right, that's all I got for this one. See what else I can get into. Some non-Cobra related stuff. Maybe I keep saying that, but like now I'm ready to like get back into it, feeling a little better. So I'll see you for the next one. Bye.